Hi, how you doing? And welcome back to my channel, Country Conversations with Diva D. In honor of Mother Whitney, that's that how you do. Baby, this is going to be the Real Housewives of SLC recap. Now I want to give a shout out to myself because I am stuck with this franchise and I was one of the only Afro Americans who is reviewing this show. I didn't jump on the bandwagon like some of these reviewers all of a sudden they started reviewing it as if, the finale or the last episode. I've been riding with them since season 4 started, since riding till the wheels fall off. Okay. Now, let's just say this also. For the first time, a black person besides Mary Cosby is featured. Now, this is a leg-based situation. An unknown character. She is a friend of a friend and a worker of a worker. But we're going to get more into Tanisha later on because I got it, baby. I follow Monica. So I'm going to play Tanisha's the response. Baby, they need to have invited her to the reunion. And we don't know if they did because when I tell you that Real Housewives of SLC did an awesome job of not revealing the big reveal or no leaks, we're going to have to give them a shout out for that. Even with Monica in her big mouth, baby, they kept that stuff under wraps. Okay? So let's get right into it. There's a dramatic scene coming up. There's Heather on the beach with that one eye covered up, and she has on her sunglasses, and then she has on a yellow sarong type thing, and she's ready to talk to the girls about something very important. Whitney and Heather talk next. Whitney says that she tried to apologize for running in behind her in the streets like a howling wolf. Yo, 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 yo. See, in the trailer for the reunion, they're going to show Whitney's annoying voice. I tried to tell y'all, it gets high pitched like this. You're exploiting my yeah, you're exploiting my vagina in your butt. Child back. And when I say howling wolf, I mean howling wolf. So Monica is two-faced, okay? This girl has gone from my number one to me want to just notch a knot in her ass, okay? So Monica told Whitney that Lisa said that she was out there somewhere being dramatic. Oh, they put a battery in Whitney's back. So she's causing chaos and confusion all through the group. Now, mind you, we are still in Bermuda, okay? When it tells her she felt like she was exploited. And Whitney, in my opinion, did overreact because she's a part of the book. So what Heather does is read a passage out of the book. It didn't sound so bad to me. It wasn't a big deal. She knew she had taken the pictures for the boudoir photo, okay? So I don't recall them saying that the actual pictures were in the book. She just made a little ditty about her being like, her and Justin being like Jack and Rose from and her name is Whitney Rose. From the Titanic movie, and moving right along, it wasn't a big deal to me. But again, you can't tell a person how to feel, even though deep down in my gut, I really feel like Whitney was doing it for attention. Now that's what my gut is telling me, and most of the time it's not wrong. So, moving right along. So, in the next scene, what they do is they all go to make the final little fun activity. So they get scooters, they ride the scooters, they having fun. Then some girls go shopping and some girls go to the perfumery. But where the drama goes down is at the perfumery. Okay, so picture this. You're in Bermuda. You're smelling the scents of the ocean. You're smelling the scents of the sailboats, because they had sailboat scents and nautical scents and all these types of scents that represent the beach. Okay, so they all gather around and everything is going good. The shopping girls on their side, they're going good. But again, foreshadowing, it's drama in a way at the perfumery. So it's Heather, Monica, and I believe Heather, Monica. Who is at that perfumery? Heather, Monica, Angie. That's right, Angie. So Heather left her card, but she had about like almost close to $800 worth of stuff. Big money for us, little bitty money for Heather. But at the same time, she doesn't have her card. So Monica, I have money. Girl, I got you. I'll pay for your items. Okay. So she gets to the register. Her shit get declined. Okay. I promise you, I have money. Okay, so she turns on the international feature on her app, and then everything works. So that makes sense, okay? Because, if you use your card overseas, and what my card does is which is what happened to me recently. Somebody was using my card in Colorado. So what they'll do is go ahead and turn it off. And so what she should have done probably was call her bank and told them that she was going overseas, but everything worked out. Everybody's still getting along. 1 hour later, in my SpongeBob narrator voice, Heather gets called. She asked the producers to leave the room. Everything goes silent, and it's very, very dramatic. But Heather, you could tell, is devastated because she's like, she's going cuckoo caca. Okay. So once she asked the producer to leave the room, she called the ladies down to the beach. Now, we don't know what's going on down to the beach, but she's like, I have to tell you guys something. And they're all like, what is it? Goes to commercial on my end. Now, baby, this is the type of episode that if I had Bravo, instead of Peacock having to watch it the next day, this was the type of episode that I would have been hollering at my country conversationalist right away. It wouldn't have been a hesitation in me. But I got on here as soon as I could. How you doing? So anyway, goes to the commercial. So instead of coming back at the beach, they go back to the dinner scene. Okay. So everything is getting set up at the dinner scene, and they set it up like the Bermuda Triangle. So they all have these dolls, and they confront each other about how they feel about each other with the dolls. Okay, so when he confronted Lisa, and when you call me dramatic? Did you call me dramatic? But I forgot to say that Whitney, once she, mellows out or whatever, she goes to a separate area and mourns her friend. But now we're at the dinner table, and she's like, you're a dramatic bitch. And they go back and forth for just a hot second. So Whitney confronted Lisa. Okay. So Meredith confronted Heather. And she was like, now we've been friends all the years. Well, they be using that term friendship very loosely. And she says to her that, you didn't have my back. When everybody was doing their little pile on, you doubted me and you believed Monica over me. Okay, at the previous dinner when they were at the cave. And they were dressed up like the pirates. Okay, so in this moment, everybody is looking at Heather like, okay, when are we going to drop the dime? Okay, so we go back to the scene in their minds or some kind of flashback, which was, production. Okay, and editing. Very good. Okay, so they go back to the beach. And once they're at the beach, Heather is telling them, we don't know who Monica is. We really don't know her. So, and they're telling Monica, I'm sorry, they're telling Heather, tell us what's going on. You're making me so nervous. And everybody is nervous, right? And they're crying and they're shaking. And they was like, this lady has come into our group, infiltrated our group. You know she was a good friend of Jen Shaw, right? Well, comes to find out she's not much any different than Jen Shaw. And then she spills the beans. She's like, I got a call. What I was trying to do is set it up so I could give Monica a gift card. In that gift card giving, when I called the beauty lab, they called me back and let me know that Monica had set up accounts and aliases. Now, I wouldn't say aliases per se. These are all her, different married names. Remember, Monica has been married twice plus her main name, right? So she goes in Garcia. She has Fowler, which is the first husband, who I believe was the one who had the ice coat on, right? So that is the name, one of the names that she was using. Then she had Garcia, and I believe she had her maiden name. So one of the accounts hadn't been paid. But remember the previous phone call. Now we're in the same scene, but now we're on flashback. So remember the phone call that she had received. In that phone call, they had told her everything about Monica. Because remember, she says, I have something on her. And she says, I contacted my PI after this. I was suspecting it, but now I know. And then she said that she is reality Vontice. Now, when she first said that, I was like, and but I only started following them deeply like that when I started my YouTube channel. Now I did follow them verily on Twitter, but now I follow them on every social media site that I can. So just in case I have to come to y'all with the bullshit, okay? So here we are. And so once we're back at the table. So Heather gets the argument going. She gets the argument off of her with Meredith, telling her that, you jumped in. I mean, you never did have my back. So at this time, Heather says, well, Monica, I have something for you. And she dramatically picks up her doll. And she told Monica, now, I thought we were bonding. I thought we were bonding over being single moms. But you know something. And you've been doing something behind all of our backs, all the women back at this table. And then she tells her, you are reality Vontice. Now, this one thing about Monica. I'm going to say that I could still give her credit for standing in her shit. But what she did was she dials it back a little bit and said, I'm not the creator of the site. Now, on one of these videos is saying that, Heather is trying to get her book sold. She's going on tour doing her book. And then she joins in with Jen Shaw. And I just don't know how much of this that Jen Shaw had involvement in. But apparently this site was supposed to be a site to take down Jen Shaw, which is very weird, seeing as how they bring in other girls. But she said that they were just collateral damage. But excuse me. Excuse me. And then she says, well, I was just a partial member of the group. And in that, one of the letters said that Whitney was a swinger. One of the text messages said Whitney was a swinger and Heather looked like a manatee or Shrek. Well, is it better that she looked inbred according to Mary Cosby, or is it better that she looked like a Shrek? I don't know. Then they pull up a montage, right? It's a montage of Monica dropping secrets. And if this was in your mind, you'll be thinking, okay, all these things kind of make her look like what it would be in a Scooby-Doo mystery as the mole, right? Because now all the clues are coming together, right? So why did everybody use Scooby-Doo mystery? I guess because that's what they do. They do a montage in Scooby-Doo show, showing how it wasn't red herring. If you know, you know. Shout out to Scooby-Doo. Anyway, so she says, I'm not responsible for everything. This is Monica talking. And then she says, Tanisha knows everything as well. And then Heather says, I know she does because Tanisha told me. Now we go back over the history of Tanisha. Remember I said at the beginning, we were going to break down Tanisha. Tanisha is a friend of Monica who is the hairdresser to Heather. Okay? And after she says that she's only partially involved, she says, no, I get a montage of calls. I get a montage of text messages. And in these text messages, it's all listed reality bunties. Heather says that she knows her part in it. She knows Jen's part in it. And she knows Monica's part because a lot of the text messages and emails had involvement with this reality Montese. And if you look back at things, I bet you any amount of money, that's how Meredith got caught up in that whole situation with the DMs coming to her. Ooh, hey, Monica is slick. They're all disgusted. Whitney moves. Heather tells the security camera that tells about the security camera incident at Meredith's store. You remember back in, I think, season 2, it was revealed that Jen Shaw had stolen something from Meredith's store. And then Meredith said, now that I look back on things, you were on a security camera in a blonde wig. And then they show it. Lisa's chimes in. Everybody's riding her tail at this moment. You were doing drive-bys by Jen Shaw's house. Monica says, bitch, why would I have to be doing drive-bys at Jen Shaw's house? Because, baby, we were together. No, Lisa says, you're the dumb bitch. And then they go back and forth calling each other dumb bitches. But that's neither here nor there. So Monica says, reality Vontice wasn't one person. It was more than one person. Wow, they had a whole system going. And even though the other girls, as she says, were collateral damage, what in the world would she be doing, having a whole intricate system to bring out the other girls' secrets when in all actuality, this was supposed to be just a thing to allegedly bring down Jen Shaw, but this wasn't a thing just to bring down Jen Shaw. She got too involved in it, and she was ready to take down all these women because that's when Angie K chimes in, and Angie K says, well, I am very disappointed in you. I thought you was my freaking friend. And she said, I am your friend, Angela K. Do you want me to bring up how you were involved too? Bitch, I wasn't involved in this. She says, Angela K says. And then she says, Monica tells her, you were involved. Pay your damn bills. And then she says, bitch, I'm rich. I can pay my bills. Woo! Then she tells her, you know that Tanisha started the account. Ooh, I can't wait to see in the reunion that Tanisha really started the account. And if Angie K really knew, they need to hook these women up with lie detector test. Anyway, Monica says her main target was Jen, and she knows that. She says, to get the heat off her, in confession, Monica says, in reality Vontice wasn't the bad person. Scamming the elderly people was the bad thing. Both of the things were bad, Monica. Both. I'm just saying. Then Heather looks around the group and she said, Jen has done a lot of things to us. Oh, she gets dramatic. I protected her. I went on my book tour with a freaking black eye, and she did. Ooh, 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 baby. Don't you remember the Barbie scissor kicks? Is that how she really got the black eye? You remember when Angie K said they were doing Barbie scissor kicks? And you know what that meant, right? They were hunching. And then they did the flashback again. And it was a flashback of Jen acting innocent when Heather had the black eye. I remember that like it was yesterday. Heather came in there with that black eye. Everybody was looking concerned. And when they looked upside, and when Jen Shaw looked upside her head, she was looking like, what happened? What happened? She knew doggone well what had happened to her. Heather tells Monica in a dramatic scene, you got to get out of here. Pack your things and go. Wow. Heather said the only reason why, Monica said the only reason why she left was to keep the peace. And she knows she was about to get her ass one. Now, I'm not saying that any one of these women can fight. Meredith might can. Yeah, if I gave it to somebody who could fight, it'll probably be Meredith, but Whitney looked like she could sneak up on. But anyway, the point is, she knew she would have got her ass beat because they all had banded together as loosely based friends. But when we get to the reunion, we're going to see that they're going to all still confront each other. These women have not had any contact with each other. Monica said that she hadn't had any contact with them. And in the roundup, Heather tells that, she's really been hanging with her girls and, promoting her book. Whitney is working on her marriage and chilling with Bobby and told, Bobby's been driving her around the neighborhood. And Sean and Angie put their kid out the bed finally, is what I said. And I said what I said, that big grown kid should have been out of their bed. But again, she's a buffer because 100, I'm going to take myself out of it. 50, not 50, more than that. I believe a lot the rumor about Sean. I said what I said, and I've been saying it from the beginning. I said if he is not cheating with me, he has a chick on the side, because there ain't no way you're going to be married for this many years and not get no pum pum. Okay? I said what I said. Lisa is spending more time with Henry since Jack has gone on mission. Whew. Whew. I am so glad that Jack went on a mission. He going on a mission. If you know, you know. Okay, that's a cartoon that my kids like to watch. Anyway, so everything fades to black, and then they go back to Monica. And Monica says she has a lot to tell, and she's going to tell it all in the reunion. And she never would have left if it wasn't for her trying to keep the peace. She says she's got a lot of secrets, and she's going to reveal them. Well, we will see. Okay, now, in a 3-part epic reunion, according to Andy Cohen, he asked Monica about her involvement with the reality Von Teese thing. And then he asked Heather about the black eye. And some kind of way, Jen Shaw got a hold of somebody's Instagram account and said that if she did the black eye, why didn't Andy punk ass want to interview her? Girl, did you think you were going to be a Lisa Giudice? Because you could have been. If you had a sat over there and kept your doggone mouth closed. Now you trying to call out Andy don't like when people call him out. Now that is the end of that review. When I tell you that they brought it this season, and the only missing element to me on that trip was Mary. I need to know, why the hell didn't Mary go on the trip? Is it because production didn't want her to go? Or is it because she didn't want to go? Or is it because she was a friend of the show? And I've seen plenty of times friends of the show have gone on trips, because I remember just on SLC, not SLC, excuse me, OC. Taylor went on all the trips. You couldn't even hardly tell she was just a friend. And you know damn well Marisol go wherever Alexandra goes. Okay. So I'm gonna get right down to playing Tanisha's response.
Night. I can't wait. I cannot wait. This girl lies through her teeth, and I cannot wait to start posting these receipts. Oh my god. Spoiler alert. Just so we know. Let's get it going. It was Tanisha's account.
Now this is Tanisha's talking.
She didn't partially run the account. She ran that account.
Did you hear that? She ran the account. Now, I do believe Angie K was involved too. She says that she only just laughed at a few of the messages. But
she's thinking of her life.
I believe Angie K, knew something into it. I believe it. She probably didn't know the full extent. Here she go.
Monica, she hated Jen, and now she is Jen 2.0.
100.
She is a liar and deceiver. Wow. Comfortably sitting there lying.
Because she knows that Tanisha can't come on the show and defend herself.
Everything that I've ever dealt with for this woman. Ever. Can't wait. That was a lot. Okay. How I will start this off is by saying our reputations in this city precede us. If you know me, if you've worked with me, if you've been around me, you know my character. If you know Monica, if you've experienced Monica.
And you know hairdressers get all the tea, baby.
If you've seen what she's capable of. It's wild. I definitely have a lot to say. I definitely have a lot of evidence to show that she is lying, completely lying.
I believe Tanisha. I believe her.
I just want to make sure I say it with a level-headed, from a level-headed place. Okay.
Now she's flashing a text message on the screen.
All of it. At that time in my life, I just really thought I was supporting my friends and doing the right thing by supporting them because they had gone through traumatic experiences with someone else. And so this is what they wanted to do. And I was like, I don't have no beef with this girl, but hey, I mean, if this is how you guys feel like I can best support you and your trauma, then me being who I was and loyal to a fault, obviously, supported them and thought that this was how I could support them. As my career started taking off, I fell more and more back from that group of people, Monica.
I would too.
And stopped wanting to hear about it, and it's just what it is. And then that screenshot that was shown, like, we're in holiday, give us Heather's address. Her and Koa would literally go and sit in Jen's freaking neighborhood for hours. They would always be like, girl, what's the freaking point? Like, go home. And she would always try to figure out all the ladies' addresses and stuff. But I'm like, Heather's my new client. I'm not going to tell you her address. Like,
wow.
What? I know what you're capable of. And now you're doing it to me in real time. Like, literally, got a boyfriend in my neighborhood. 17 seconds from my house. I timed it. Like, I literally had to file a police report because the girl likes to go to people's neighborhoods. And because I
fair use commentary,
I freaking filed a police report. Like, this girl knows no bounds. Like, she knows no bounds. She knows no bounds.
Monica has the
This is what
response.
I'm in disguise. Driving by Jen's house. Low key, I think I might have found my father's actual descent.
Oh no. This girl had on a hijab. Was she making fun of Muslim people? This is cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Wow. Like I said, I do believe Tanisha. And of course, Heather had a PI. So now, when she says that she wasn't in the group alone, no, she wasn't. Tanisha admitted that she was in the group. But she tried to put it off on Tanisha that Tanisha started the group. Now let's dissect this thing just a little bit. What would Tanisha gain from being angry with Jen Shaw? You are the only person, Monica, that would gain something from setting this website up or web page up or troll account up because you work for Jen and you know how horrible of a person she could be and how she treated her employees. I said what I said. Come on in. Over here. No commercials, commercial free entertainment. You can watch this video through its entirety. Okay, no ads over here. Again, this is Country Conversation with Diva D, and I'm going to close. I think I gave it to you real and raw as I do, and I'm going to close like I do. Deuces. Come on in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, baby. That was a doozy.